pause it for a moment? Hey, go ahead and join
Welcome,
in.
welcome to She Say, He Say.
Yes.
First of all, what's in your glass? What's our drink for the night, Shuntai? What did I make, Shuntai?
Endless summer.
Endless
Endless
summer.
summer.
This is made with absolute 100 proof. Y'all know I ain't gonna short you. Got to be the 100 proof. Strawberry syrup and pineapple juice, right?
Yeah.
And a twist. What's the twist? A little lemon and a little lime.
All right now.
So that's what's going on. So welcome to She Say, He Say. Y'all know, who are you? Tell them.
My name is Shuntai Johnell, and I am a licensed professional counselor and media contributor.
And what else?
I'm a sex therapist.
I love it, a sex therapist. We're excited about tonight's show. We have a live audience here.
Yes, we do.
We got some balcony action. We got the, and they're all under 35 in the balcony. So, and then now we got the other folks down here, and they're all under 60. They're all under 60. And so we doing our thing tonight.
Yes.
You know, welcome to our show tonight. And did you test that drink? Because you know if you don't get a thumbs up, it don't happen.
I have not tested it yet.
It don't happen. If she don't test it, it ain't happening. You know, it ain't happening. So we'd like to welcome everybody here. Well, y'all know what she does. This is what she do.
This is the time for you to have your friends and family join us for this lively conversation that we're about to have.
Yes. I'm excited about tonight's show. I looked at some topics, and to start off the show, you know, we had some people that sent us some questions and asked for some advice. And one young man, he said if we could use his name, James.
Okay.
James is a 49-year-old man. Happy birthday today. And he's been celibate since he was 19 years old. And he says that the problem that he has is that every time he goes out with a woman, they always trying to get sex.
Oh.
He said he ain't trying to have sex.
Okay.
And that brother is a strong young man, y'all. Y'all didn't hear me. I said 19. He turned 49 today.
You say he's priest?
And no, he ain't no priest, but he said that he wants to do things right. And he's looking for the right woman. He said he don't want to jump into sex. He wants to be able to have the relationship, and once he gets married, then he wants that night to be special. With some sex. You know, let me tell you something. Hey, I went out and purchased a new vehicle, and I had to drive it before anything because I need to test it. I didn't want nothing that I ain't tested. I'm not putting no ring on nothing that I didn't test.
All right, there. I'm just finishing up this media stuff.
Yeah. So, welcome everybody. And so, what you think when you heard that?
I couldn't believe that somebody went that long.
Well, it's a bunch of men that can go that long. That ain't the problem. He was 19 and he turned 49 today. Happy birthday.
That's some wasted youth.
Wasted?
Yeah, some wasted years.
Oh, that's from a sex therapist now, James. You better be careful with yourself.
If you don't use it for how many years? 19 years?
No, 20.
20 years?
27
years. He had to start all back over again and learn what to do.
Man, no, listen.
It's like riding a bike. No, you don't.
That's right. Somebody said like riding a bike. So.
Once you ride there,
hey, Joanne. Hey, Kaz, how you doing?
All right, I'm almost here with you.
Okay, then.
There you go. Now you
welcome. Hey, LaWanda. Hey, Kaz.
So Bobby
Sharon,
said it's always
birthday.
a pleasure to watch y'all when I can. It's very entertaining.
Well, thank you. That's good to see you. Tuning in with us.
All right, so let's talk about you. How was your week?
Well, it's been a very interesting week.
Okay.
You know, I had a lot of work, and I worked hard, and You worked me hard this week, and everybody else has worked me hard, and so it's been very interesting.
Hi, Angela.
But I play hard now.
All right, the hottest are in the house.
Hey, how are you?
Yes.
All right. Hey, cuz, I see you.
So that was the story of James.
Yeah, so quite interesting. And James, come on in and see me. We need to talk about some stuff. And make sure you bring her in the next
Kim.
time.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Okay, now's the time to have your family and friends tap in.
Okay.
You know how you have them tap in.
How was the drink? You didn't
Share
tell me.
your drink. It was delicious.
Let me
It was
try to
delicious.
say. I can't take it until you do it. Let me
I
see.
enjoyed it, you know. How was it? You made it.
Well,
Do you like it?
I love it.
Okay, I was waiting.
Well, I mean, you know, it got into my shoulders, and
Reggie is
I
in the
started
house.
to do
He's
things.
over there.
Hello, Holly.
Yes.
Welcome. What's in your
Ian
glass?
is in the house.
Yes, we have some beautiful people in the house today. Hey, Sandra, Yolanda. Hey.
Okay, so we got a lot of questions to get to, and
We
we
do.
should probably get started.
Okay, then. Let's get started.
All right. So,
Sex therapist.
so up first, when you are having an argument or disagreement with your partner, should you give in or argue it out? Why?
Well, we're gonna let you, you know.
Oh, you're gonna put me on the spot.
Ladies first.
All right. So I think you should argue it out.
Okay.
Argue it out.
Okay.
Because if you want me to say why?
Right. Yeah. Please.
Okay. So if you don't have a chance to really argue it out, no one gets to give their opinion, really. If you
Okay.
give in, you know, it's not fair to just give in because more than likely you didn't take care of the issue
Okay.
because somebody gave in. What do you
Okay.
think?
Well, you know, I'm a professional arguer. And
We got
I
our people in the balcony. They loud.
okay. Turn this up so we can hear you. So what we have is, like, I believe that it's necessary to have a good argument,
Okay.
right? A productive argument, and make sure that both opinions are exercised, and make sure that, you know, you don't judge the person, but it's the opinion you attack, right? And
You
it's
attack
easier.
the behavior, not the person. That's what we say in the therapy world.
Oh yeah,
Liar.
definitely. But that's tough now, right?
It can be tough,
Okay.
but it's possible. So you can say, I don't like when you raised your voice at me. If you raised your voice again, I'm gonna walk out this room. You attack the behavior. See, that's the behavior.
I think women get a pass on raising their voice more than men, especially when you're over 6'2". If you're like my size, you have to like say things quietly because people can be somewhat intimidated, and they're like, "Hey, stop yelling at me!" So
You have to know your mate.
talk it, right?
You have to know your mate because there are some people who they're triggered when they hear someone yell or
Yes.
raise their tone.
Okay.
So if you know your mate, you know exactly what to do. It's just a matter of will you do it,
Okay.
or you're going to try to piss them off
Okay.
by going against.
So what do you say? Do you say argue it out or just let it go?
Argue it out.
Argue it out, right? You got to get it out.
You gotta get it out.
You can't let it go. Okay.
True.
And so now men have a different perspective about how long the argument should go.
No, we didn't talk about how long.
Well,
the
I'm just
argument-
letting
we
you
just
know.
talked about if you
I
argue
just
it
want to
out.
let us know that, you know, we'll say our piece, we'll get your piece, and let's end it.
Knock out quick.
But the women have a tendency of continuing beating the drum and continuing on a little longer.
And they do that. They
Absolutely.
What'd you say, man?
Someone said they're not finished.
Women have so much more to say.
Women have a lot more to say. Yeah.
because we are good communicators.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
We are good communicators, so that's the reason why. So yeah,
I don't know if they're good communicators as much as they are very high strung and determined to get their point out.
okay, so they communicate better than men. Let's put it that way.
Do you think
Women
that?
tend to communicate better with men The show that we just had recently, a few episodes ago, you said that men had to hear, or you had to hear things more than one time in order for you to digest it and understand it. So in an argument, it's the same way.
Well, no, not necessarily. The reason I said that, ma'am, is because of the fact that they're not great communicators. And so you need to hear things more than once in order for it to be effective. So that's what, now, call in. Y'all know our number, 810-969-0449. You know, don't forget to call in now.
Or feel free to post your comment and we will read it.
And she will read it, you know.
Okay, so I think it's best for us to go on to the next one because we've communicated about this.
Oh
enough,
yeah,
right?
we know. Listen, and so I'm going to do what men should do and say you are correct.
See, that's giving in. So let's go to the next one.
We will.
Why do good men always get hurt by women? Most women dog out the good guy and give their mind, body, and soul to the bad guy.
Please tell us.
Is that true? Well, is that true?
I think that
Yes, it's true.
before we become a bad guy, right? Before a man become a bad boy,
Okay.
because we're gonna get hit once. Every man is gonna get hit once in his life,
Okay.
and he's gonna get in a situation where he comes up where he's hurt. And as a man, we get up and we say, you know what? Never again is that ever happen to me again. You know, so we become a little callous. We become stronger in our approach, and we got what we call a bullshit alert on all the time.
Okay.
So no matter how we pushing at her, we got to see some things to know exactly that this is it. So we'll put her through some stuff just to test to see can she take this hard, because this heart
So y'all
means
play
something.
games.
I don't think it's playing games. It's a little bigger than playing games.
Jump through a hoop.
Because this is a life we playing. So I don't think it's a game. I think it is when you're looking to put a woman in the category of being your woman, you got to make sure she's worthy to be your woman.
Okay. So,
Uh-oh.
let's talk about this.
Uh-oh, here we go.
We talked about this before.
Hello, Melanie.
You mentioned before
Natasha.
that good women get cheated on, and there's things that happen with good women, but great women, men don't tend to have an issue with as much.
Great woman.
So is there a such thing as, so the good guy
See,
can
listen.
get pushed around, and a great guy won't?
Well, that would be correct if we lived in a world that men were more than women. And it's not.
If they were.
Statistics are this here. These are statistics. You know I'm a stat dude.
Okay.
Genesee County, 5-1. There's 5 women to every guy.
Okay.
So therefore, young men, you don't have to be great. You just got to be good.
So women should accept just good and not look for great?
Well, they
Because
can look
5 to
for
1,
great, but
because there's
the numbers
more
are slim
in
there.
Yeah.
The numbers are slim there.
I call bullshit on that one.
Let's look at the numbers.
That's 15.
The numbers mean nothing, because even if it's 5 women to 1 male, does not mean that a woman has to take shit or settle for good.
17.
They
I didn't
need
say
excellence.
shit. I said good. See, a good man is a guy who does all the things necessary, but she will burn him up. A good man. He gonna get pushed to the point where
because
he'll be
he's-
punked.
Maybe because he's just good. And,
Then
and
I'm
you mentioned
fine with that.
before
But
about
then-
women, about men and women. Men want a great woman because if a man has a great woman, then she's less likely to be cheated on. You're gonna do for her and go out your way for her. But if it's I don't understand that.
I understand that.
All right.
What I'm saying is this here. This is what I'm saying. The question was, why do good men, right? Didn't say great. I'm a student of English. I hear very well.
Yes.
Good men. So this means that this guy is a good dude. He's average. He's doing all the things that he's supposed to
because
be.
he's just a good dude. That's why.
Then that's cool.
Yes.
But don't be crying talking about, oh, but I can't find a good man.
So
that's what you said.
So what you need to say, women, is that I need to find a great man.
There you go. There you go. Now, and you better make sure you great.
Next time.
All right. So I think we beat this one.
I like that one.
All right. So moving on to the next question.
Hey, Mr. Quinn, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Does
Hold on. She said, when a man is cheated on, the pain may turn into long-term emotional pain. Men present a strong shell of the outside, but they're very fragile and soft inside. Oh, I agree with that.
Hey, Phil, thanks for joining. So on to the next question. And feel free to post your comments.
Please do.
Okay?
Yeah.
So does no mean the same in a relationship versus a marriage?
Ooh, man.
Does no mean the same in a relationship versus a marriage?
Reggie?
Well, I believe, right,
Uh-huh.
that in a relationship, no means exactly that. And you have to be in compliance with the no. But once you know your mate and you're married to her, no could be a stimulant. And it could be something that y'all do. Yeah, I'm just saying now.
Are you talking about
I'm
role
just
playing?
saying. I mean, in life, because the fact that you're married, things are different when you're married. You know what I'm saying? Y'all become friends. That becomes your soulmate. That's your road dog. You know what I'm saying? That's your girl. So it's so many categories and so many hats you wear when you're married. In a relationship, you're building up to that, I believe. Now, that's just from my perspective as a man. I'm not going to give this in a relationship, my no is going to be different.
I do think it depends
Now,
on what
yours
the
may
no.
not be.
It depends on what the no is.
Okay.
If it's no, don't touch the money that we save and go buy something.
Right.
And then you're like, I'm gonna go touch it because I want to buy something. That's a different no.
Hold on. Check.
different,
In a relationship, when you married, right?
I'm saying
Hold on.
married.
And the wife said, you told her, look, don't go in that bank. And she'll ease in there and make a purchase and then come in like, I've always had this dress. Boy, you ain't paying attention. And you be feeling like, what? I missed it? I didn't see that? What? I be thinking like, hey, what happened? Well, okay then. That's how gullible we. And then guess what? The no means, hey, I can get away with it. But now in a relationship, that's different.
Right, that's stealing.
That's stealing, you know what I'm saying? Somebody finna get in trouble. Right, I'm finna catch a case, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm finna call police on you.
we got a lawyer in the house.
Yeah, we got a good thing I got him on speed dial.
All right, so this is the next question. It's more about faith. Church.
Oh, wow.
Okay? And I've heard this, and this is someone's true story.
It is. All of these are questions from our audience.
So, is it important that after 6 years of marriage, my wife still isn't in the church? And now with the pandemic, she won't even watch my preacher on video with me at home.
Woo! Oh boy. Is religion a big thing on the balcony?
Is religion a big thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. What about down?
Yeah. Okay. So if your mate doesn't go to church with you, why did you marry? If it was very important in the beginning, why did you marry her knowing that she wouldn't attend church with you?
Yes.
Now you're expecting somebody to change after they showed you who they were.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree totally.
Right?
It's like this here, right? I believe that whatever faith that you are, that if you're living that life and that's important to you, that it will show to the point where your mate will say, you know what, I want to get involved in this because I see the character of what you are. And therefore, whatever that you serving, it has to be real because I know what's real in you. And so I think that will carry her on. But if you go into a relationship thinking that, okay, I'm going to change this person to be religious, or I'm going to do certain things, or I want her to be in the church or in the temple, the mosque, or whatever it may be, right? I think you're going to fail. You're going to fail because that's always going to be a wedge. That's always going to be a problem in your relationship. and it's going to be to the point. It's like this here. Most people, right, believe in being evenly yoked, right? So what does that mean? Evenly yoked means that you share the same interests all the way across the board. Now, me personally, I believe that when a woman has made a choice to say, this is my religion and I'm not into your religion, then that's a red flag that we're not going to be able to make it, because I'm not going to play no part-time with my God. I'm not going to be going over here and doing this here just to please a woman or trying to be in a relationship. You either going to be on board, we're going to go this direction, or we're not going to go this direction.
You know, and I'm going to play this card. It could be possible that she doesn't like the preacher.
Okay.
She could have slept with the preacher.
Oh my
There could have been an intimate relationship.
Oh my God.
I'm
The sex therapist just took it to the whole level.
Spicy.
I'm just saying, there is a possibility that we've heard stories. There are stories, true stories, of people sleeping with the preacher. The pastor was a man first before he became a pastor. So it's possibility. There could be something about him that she doesn't like.
I thought the
She
same
doesn't even want to
thing.
watch. She thought the same thing. Yeah, because if she doesn't want to watch him on TV, then it's something personal.
Well, maybe she's just straight atheist, or decide, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
he didn't say that in the question.
No, he didn't, but I'm just saying, maybe she just don't, want to hear that.
Yeah.
You know?
It's
It's a bunch of factors
It's
to
a
it.
bunch of factors.
Hey, Gary.
It's just not black and white, man.
It isn't. It isn't. I know me as a man, I'm always thinking down the line, because I want somebody that can share my experience spiritually. I want somebody that can enjoy the things that the way I'm led, so that they can be able to partake in what God is doing to me and how He's unfolding in my life. So that's important to me, right? But now, if I just can't see myself falling for somebody that's not evenly yoked with me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of important. And I'm not a religious dude, but I'm a very spiritual man.
Okay. I can see that.
Okay.
I can see that. And that is important to look at that in a relationship before you get in one.
Yeah.
Before you commit to someone, to understand if you're willing to take on what their faith is or live in the same household with different faiths.
Right.
Because then when children come, there's another issue with that.
And, as you were speaking about that, I thought about, the sex. You need to be evenly yoked with sex too. You can't be, involved with a woman you think that, well, you're going to bring the freak out of her, and she ain't freaky. You know what I'm saying? That y'all going to have some problems. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You want to do some stuff, you into some things, and then what, you think you're going to change her? Or she may change you. Women, if you high strung and you like sex and you with a dude and he once a week, you think he gonna change every day? That's not gonna happen. So you need to know a bunch of things about the person before you decide to be in a relationship with them.
Right.
I failed in relationships before because I thought they was gonna keep up with my rhythm. And got in it. They didn't see like I seen, and came up short. Next thing I know, I'm out there.
Okay.
You ain't gonna touch that with sex therapist.
Well,
I like that.
yeah, I'll pick my battles.
Okay then.
I pick my battles. So Missionary Quinn said, read the book Faith Shifts by Kathy Escobar.
Okay. And what she said, don't nag your spouse. It will push them further away.
So we have a lot more questions. We're moving through these
Yeah.
tonight. But before we go to the next questions, I just want to put this out there. We have changed our logo for She Say, ... He Say. So this is our classic logo. And you can still buy these t-shirts. But I'm putting it out there that anyone who purchased the classic t-shirt, the face mask, you will get the new logo for free on the item that you purchased. So if you purchased a face mask with this, you get the new logo face mask.
Oh my God. y'all buy them.
All right.
I am so excited.
So yeah, that's some great news for
And listen,
purchase.
also,
Purchase.
October 16th.
Uh-oh.
Put it on your calendar. Don't miss it.
What time?
It's going down 6 o'clock
All right.
Yes.
at the Signature Chop House.
What day?
October 16th,
Okay.
2020, 6 p.m.
This year.
Flushing, Michigan,
All right.
right?
Yeah.
6 p.m. It's going down
Going down?
at Signatures. We got ballroom dancing
Line
instructors.
dancing.
We're going to be teaching ones how to make the moves. Men will be leading. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
We got some swag bags that we're giving out. We
Right.
got a signature drink that you know I'm gonna put one out there. You know it's going down. We have some hors d'oeuvres.
We will
We're
be
gonna
outside.
have astrologer there.
Yes.
And we got what we call the she say he say live event games.
Yes.
You
And
can't
our
miss
games
this.
are going
Now,
to be fun.
Shuntai don't like me to say this, but I'm gonna have to say it. If you are single and come to this event, I guarantee you, you will leave as a couple.
Please read
Guarantee?
Please read
That's
the
a
fine
guarantee.
print.
Yeah,
He gets happy on things. Do not guarantee.
It's
You can
going
say it's a
down.
high and this is the fine print. Lawyer, we got the lawyer in the house. There's a high probability that you
Okay.
will. It's not 100%.
If you don't leave as a couple, it's because you don't want nobody.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna put that out there.
Hold
Now,
on.
it's over with.
Or you can say if you don't leave as a couple, then Johnell will personally give you your money back out of his pocket.
No. He ain't doing that. Ain't no refund. Time out.
So now it's not 100%, right? Money. Now it's not 100%. So we'll go with the probability, high probability
Listen.
that you will.
I'll give you money back. But y'all are cheats, see. I know there's some cheaters out there. They'll cheat just to try to get my money. They be like, I don't want nobody. And then after a while, they inbox dude. They'll inbox dude or he'll inbox old girl, meet me at the corner.
Thanks for dinner.
Right, thanks for dinner, yeah. But it's going down. Islam Maddoxil.
Yes, you will be able to purchase your event tickets online. We will post that.
Right.
So we'll know how many people are attending. We want to make sure that we continue to do the social distancing.
Absolutely,
and
yeah.
keep the
We're going to be
crowd
safe,
down.
but we're going to have a great time.
Yes.
We're going to have a great time, and I'm going to tell you something. There will be some eligible bachelors there.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey, man, these dudes, let me tell you, they got their own crib. They own their own homes. They own their own car.
We
They
actually
got great
got a
jobs.
few of them
And guess what?
in the audience.
They're not looking for a come up. They're looking for somebody to join them
Yeah.
in being able to take this whole thing to a whole different level. So I'm excited. I'm excited, Shuntai.
Yes.
You know,
It's
I
gonna
get
be a fun
excited
event.
with, and I'm gonna tell you something. You know what I smell?
What you smell?
Love is in the air.
Oh, yeah.
You know, love is in the air.
All right now.
Yeah.
Get cold.
It's getting cold, you know. October, it'll be getting cold, so you need to be snuggling in November. and those who have a mate, we're gonna take your relationship to a higher level.
Okay. So,
Guarantee that.
can you guarantee that one?
Yeah, I guarantee that one now. I'll give you money back.
So
Now,
if you're having sex
that's right.
once a week, you will be having sex twice a week.
3 times. Hey, 2 ain't enough. 3 times. Y'all gonna start dating again. That's what I'm saying. You gonna start courting, as the old people say. Y'all gonna be courting.
Okay, so this is an interesting question here.
Okay.
Would you allow your mate to sleep with someone else if they offer to pay off all your debt, including your student loans?
I've matured enough to say absolutely not. I don't want nobody in my platinum. I'm I've gotten to the point where I can afford to take care of some things, you know. And I believe if I just keep chopping, that tree gonna fall, and we'll benefit together by being able to knock this thing out. I don't want to sacrifice, the student loans, the debt, whatever. But me personally, you know, I need to see a credit score anyway when going into a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show mine. You know, my little 750. You know, I got to show my 750. You know, because you know I want to make sure that we on the same terms, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna have fun with this. It depends on how much the debt is.
See what I'm saying? Send them out there to work, right? Send them out there to work.
It's just one time, and you owe how much?
See what I'm saying? There it is. Yeah. See how women are doing? We try to cover them. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to come across looking like a pimp.
Well.
There we go. Been sacrificed. Men, we've been sacrificed to go out there and cover a debt for a student loan. But we gonna, no, baby, you ain't got to do that. We're going to work on yours. But we're going to sit out there to chop the tree. Right. Mr. Dan Quiz said that's a decent proposal. Okay.
But there are people out there, so if you have a mate that you know that they cheat, go ahead and send them out there. Pay off that debt.
But if they gonna cheat for something,
if you got a faithful man, don't do it.
Right, cheat for something, huh?
If you're gonna cheat, you're gonna make it work for us.
Yeah, cheater. Man, I don't know now. You send your man out there.
If he's a cheater and I know it, then I'm gonna send him out there. But if I have a faithful man, no, I'm not sending him out there. But at least I'll make him pay off the debt before I break up with him.
Right, there you go.
Just wanted the audience to hear how cruel our women are. From a she-say perspective. Always, all you gotta do is just let them talk. They'll tell the truth.
And that's the little note. If he's a cheater and you know it, you might as well make him work and pay off the debt for you before you break up with him.
Hey.
And that's not being wrong, that's being gangster.
Just be a gangster, just pimp him out.
Yeah, make it work for you.
Oh my God, that is crazy. They say twerk it if he's cheating. She said, quick and stop it.
She said, we thought that's the truth.
You just can't say that and have missionary queen on your name.
Yes, missionary queen.
Shuntai Hill's a smart lady. Yeah, she is.
We got a question.
And a slave. What is the question?
We know how smooth women are. So what are the signs that women are cheating?
Okay, then this is from our balcony audience. They all under 35. We're going to say under 40 because I know it could be someone 34 and a half. But anyway.
Definitely 90s babies.
Right. They all 90s.
What?
That's cool. That's cool.
So what are the signs?
So what are our signs that our women are cheating?
That women are cheating?
See, women are very intelligent, right?
Very.
And what they'll do is they can smile in your face and like everything is okay.
Use the emotions against you.
And before you know it, you got zapped. So what you have to do is this here. What you have to do is understand this about women, right? Women are always emotional creatures.
Yes.
When there's a detachment from the emotions, she's cheating.
Oh man.
Anytime she detaches from her emotions, she's cheating. There's a red flag should go up.
Okay.
Now, what men should always do to find out what's going on is intimacy. If you kissing your woman, right, and you notice that she doesn't respond and don't want to be kissing intimately with you, there's a dude around that's kissing her.
Okay, so I was very...
You have to understand that something's going on.
Okay, so I was very quiet with this and wanted to hear you out. So go
I
ahead
ain't
and
done.
finish.
I ain't
Okay.
done. You'll get your chance.
Go ahead, sweetie.
Sex therapist.
Sweetie.
Hi. So, the other indicator is this here. When you have conversations with her, and she's quick, don't want to be talking about nothing, don't want to get in detail, and don't want to expound on just the intimacy and how y'all love is, she cheating. Because she ain't trying to put that time and effort in it. Because guess what? She ain't on that no more. She ain't on that no more. She done got off your trail.
Okay, can I just speak while we have time?
One more,
okay,
and you'll have your time.
Go ahead.
You have I know you're ready. Go ahead, you ready.
All right.
You ready now. Go ahead.
Here's the juice.
Give it to us.
It does not mean that she's cheating if she disconnects from you. It could be you fucked up somewhere and she's disconnected. Maybe you screwed up several times.
Okay.
And she told you, if you continue, but when a woman stops talking and disconnects from you, it does not necessarily mean that she's cheating. Because you're going to get somebody out here hurt by giving them that advice.
Okay, well tell us it. They asked the question, so you tell them. How do you know? Tell them.
No, what I'm saying is,
No.
that ain't the question. It's not 100%.
Is that the question?
It's not. He wanted to know.
They want to know. So tell us. How do you know?
He wanted to know.
Tell us from your perspective.
Can I just fucking talk for a moment?
I love it, y'all. There it is. We got it. You won.
Okay.
I owe you money. We got her.
Can I talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so what
We
you
just try to
just
get that
said, you tried to make it seem like if she's doing this, then yes, she is cheating. There is the gray area. You could have fucked up, and she disconnected from you, and that's the reason why she fucking disconnected emotionally.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. You
That's
got
the
some people
question.
screwed up.
So tell us it. Give it to us. How's she
Human
cheat?
behavior.
Tell me what it is.
Human behavior.
Is what it is.
When people cheat, you would know.
No.
You would
Oh,
know.
you ain't answered the
You
question.
would know. You have an inner sense, that inner thing inside of you that knows. It may not be a simple, this happens, and this happens.
Not with women.
So you just, with your spidey senses, you may want to look at a cell phone
Got a question.
or check if they're where they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be. So there's certain things that you want to look at.
Mike Miller, question in the
There's a
audience.
question.
I just have to say that I feel like, this is just my opinion,
Yeah, don't get hurt like me.
are more secretive,
Oh yeah. You see her?
better at it than we are. So still it's like, how do we know?
But that's
And
what we want the question to be answered by her.
There you go.
Because
That's all they asked you.
but we're not
You can't
asking.
answer that.
We're
No,
asking-
because-
we're not
Well, give
asking
it-
for the. We were just asking for if.
Okay, so
It's a
if
generalized
it's a
question.
general
Yeah.
question
You can't
because
say all
you
women
can't
is
you
all
can't
women.
say
No,
you
not all
can't say if somebody has this behavior then they're cheating, and that's not necessarily true.
I agree.
So what you want to look at is how they connect with you emotionally and physically. You'll know it.
So I
It's
didn't
not
say
because-
emotionally and physically.
Well, you said
Intimacy by
that you
kissing,
mentioned,
not
but they
intimate.
can kiss you and still be planning to leave you,
They don't do
or
it.
be with someone else.
Have you ever done that?
You can do that.
No.
That is possible. People wear faces, people wear masks, and they're not truthful. There are people who are not truthful that will run the game on you. They will laugh in your face, smile in your face, and they're doing something behind your back. But
Kim
you have
says
people
that
who initially
for
just
women,
love you,
it's
and they
tied
wouldn't
to
do that.
emotions. Miss Kimberly said, for women, sex is tied to emotions.
For some women, because if that's
Oh,
the case,
some women.
if that's the case, hoes won't be making money.
That's why they don't kiss.
They don't kiss.
For why?
So we can't say sex is tied to emotion because you got people who make money off of it. And they're not falling in love with every Tom, Dick, and Harry they sleep with. So we can't really say that. Sex is not, and emotions is not probability.
From your experience,
Yes.
could you share that?
What do you want me to share about my experience?
I'm only sharing from my experience
You
and
didn't
my
say from
perspective.
your experience.
Anything I tell them, that's what
But
it's
you
coming
didn't say
from.
that.
That's
you
why I
talked
tell
about
you that.
in general. You threw a net out there.
Well,
So
in
you
general,
did
those
not say.
things are true
No, but
from
you did
human
not say.
behavior.
You did not say, Johnell.
20
You
minutes.
did not say it was
Okay.
you. You did not say that.
Behavior.
You did not say that. You talked for all. So you didn't say in my experience.
Let's go back to
I
tape.
didn't
Never
even hear
said
that.
all. Never
I
said
did not
all.
hear that, Johnell.
Because you were stuck. You
No,
were stuck on
you
trying
were
to
stuck on something
prove that
else.
there's no way
whatever.
that it's how life goes. And yet you avoided the answer because you still
Because-
tap dance like the great
We only have one.
Gregory
more.
Hines. I love
So
him.
we're good.
Hey, Gregory
what,
Hines.
what I'm saying is you can't cast a net out there and say if you do this, this, and this is the reason they're cheating. There's
No,
a probability they're not. So you
Is it
can't
higher
say.
or lower?
You can't say.
From your experience.
You can't say. It
From
may
your
be 50-50.
experience.
50-50.
From your experience,
It
you
could
say
be
50-50?
It could be 50-50.
Look how her eyes move.
It
That
could be
means
50-50.
that that's not
Balcony said
quite true.
higher.
Balcony says it's higher.
Balcony says higher. What do we say down here?
Higher.
So Shuntai is right. We're all wrong.
Okay, so let's talk about let's throw it out there for women. Okay? Because
ain't talking
men,
about that.
hold on. When we talk about when men cheat, let's talk about that.
We're not that good at it.
Right. We get caught.
We get caught on the
Crickets.
The women have a code. Women have a code. Is this here? No matter what you do, you stick to your story. Men don't have a code like that. We talk too much.
We goofy with it.
And guess what? We're gonna tell it. A woman to go to her grave. A woman to go to hell and listen and live forever in hell before she released that information. Now, guess what? I'm not generally saying that. I'm saying that that's our facts that we
Only one
know.
more left.
This one here's a boom.
Yeah.
So what do you
So,
say?
I think you can't cast the net out there and say, you know,
Tell
this
us
is
what
the
you.
process.
Oh, they want to know from your perspective. What is some of the show? What's
Well,
the kill
I
time?
can only
You
I
don't
can
know
only
that?
go for what men and women do together. Okay, so if your partner, I'm not gonna say men or women. I'm not even putting it out there. Okay, if your
I felt
partner
spit.
is you felt spit.
Yeah, you're not. You avoiding
I'm
the question.
asking
See
because
the woman
I'm not
code.
gonna answer.
See, that's what I love, and I
Because
appreciate that.
it doesn't
No
exist.
matter what, guess
It
what?
doesn't exist.
Shuntai Hill is not going to
Breaking the code.
reveal to y'all what's going on. I love it. Keep going.
It does not exist, and we shall not go there because it does not exist. And I'm sticking.
There you go. That's the. I'm sticking
It's
to
the
it.
truth.
Hey, that's
It's
right.
the
It's the
truth.
truth.
Now, if you ask me,
Hey,
what are the
it was
cattle
the truth
codes? Okay,
with an
so-
F on it. It's a truth.
So I wrote this article. I wrote this article some years ago. Okay,
Yeah,
and the
right.
article was about how do you know if somebody cheats? It wasn't male or female. Okay, and I broke it down in this article. How do you know if your significant other is cheating? I did not specify male or female.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, if your partner comes home smelling like a different soap than he left home with, then he's cheating.
Or she.
If your or she, he or she.
Okay, because you just threw the man out of the bus.
If your partner is away with big gaps of time and you cannot account for that, then there's a possibility that they're cheating.
That's true.
There's a
But that's
because
what she
nothing
said.
is.
Nothing's concrete.
I live in a world where nothing is black and white.
Nothing
There's
is
always
black,
something
it's,
gray.
gray.
There's
Okay.
always something in the middle.
It's something in the middle.
Okay, until you figure out and you talk to your partner.
Right.
Because you can go off thinking, oh, they're cheating. They're cheating. And maybe he just sent a dick pic to somebody. Right?
Could be.
It could
Hold on.
be.
Send them
That could be a hey.
could be.
I don't know. That could
Is
be a
that
cheat.
cheating?
That's cheap.
Is
That's
that
cheating.
Okay, is that cheating?
That's cheat, y'all.
Send those all the time.
That's right.
I gotta see you cheat.
To someone that's not your
Hey, you send a breast pic to
Hold on.
somebody.
You're
That's
sending
cheating.
you're sending it to someone that's not your partner.
Yeah, that's
so is
cheating.
that cheating?
That's cheating.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Is that cheating?
Hey,
If it's not
Or
your
if
man
you
or woman?
send a naked picture to
Naked
somebody
picture
you
to
not with,
somebody.
is that cheating?
that's cheating.
You for the streets.
This is the 30 and under us.
The 30 I said.
Naked pictures, you are cheating.
But they didn't have sex. Is it cheating?
That's cheating. Right here, 30 and under. 30 and under. You send a naked picture, that's cheating. You not for me. That's not the energy I need in my life.
All right.
That's not the energy I need.
That's
All
it.
right, so there's
Oh, we got a
always
question? Question in the audience?
Man, question.
Okay, so you got a couple that's not married. Then you have a married couple.
okay.
Now, when you marry, it's cheating.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
When you're in a relationship, why is it cheating and you don't have no ties to that person? You are free to do as you can want to do.
That's true.
That's true.
But if you made a commitment to that person and say,
Right.
we are
It's
going to
about
be
what y'all
us.
are committed to.
Now, if you can commit to, okay, we're
An
going to
open
see one
relationship.
another, but we're going to see other people, then they can't.
You can't cry
say
and foul then.
But if they say, you are the one I'm going to be with
For the rest of my life.
for the rest of my life, even though.
They should have got married then.
Well,
So if they don't come to that point, it's not cheating. They can mess with, Bob can mess with Sue and Sally and Jane. And then
It's cheating if the other person doesn't know.
it is.
It's cheating
Because
if the other person
if
does not
me
know.
and a woman are involved, even if we ain't married, if you cross the line, then that's considered cheating. Somebody in trouble. Somebody, as my people upstairs say, somebody gotta go.
Streets.
Now we ain't saying how they gonna go.
If you
But
are
they
in a
don't know.
committed relationship, no
You
matter
got-
if it's marriage,
It don't
or
matter.
a relationship, if I'm committed to you, you send a negative picture to somebody else, you not for me.
Right.
Recognize the red flags while you're in that relationship, then you can choose to continue with
Or
it
get out of it.
or get out of it.
Very-
If you
absolutely.
choose to continue and they still doing it,
Right.
no sympathy for you.
You need to cut his head off or cut her head off. I'm sorry, I should have
That's
said
your
that. My bad. Don't
Well,
kill
if you-
nobody.
Right. But if you're entertaining someone that's not your significant other that you made a commitment with,
Right.
it is cheating.
It is cheating.
It is
We
cheating.
all agree on that.
Yeah.
But now the rules have to be established from the beginning. Because what happens is sometimes you can get involved with somebody, you ain't said nothing. Just because y'all slept together, they can assume that this and that there go together.
We go together.
We go together because he hit this last night. No, that ain't what I said.
Yeah.
All we did is have sex, and I like your company. You know what I'm saying? And you eat pretty good, and I like to feed you. But that don't mean that we in this together. You know what I'm saying?
That's
You
why
drink good.
it's
you
important
know
to
what I'm
have
saying?
conversation.
Right. You got to establish this from the beginning. This is what we need. You can't go into it having sex and y'all hanging out, and all of a sudden you gonna call foul. That's a problem. So Shuntai and I, we agree on that there. You got to establish this from the beginning where we are. What we doing here?
So Anita said, truly nowadays, at a certain age, just not tolerating cheaterization on no level, period. Especially when they truly love themselves wholeheartedly. No debate, women learning now they can do bad by themselves.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And listen, it's a lesson that men learned a long time ago. So what y'all trying to figure out, we already knew. We can do bad by ourselves. So we do that from the beginning. But we decide that, you know what? I want to take on somebody. I want to be with somebody. I want to share my life experience with another person. And this is what I want to do. And this is how I'm going to do it. Now, if you ain't on board there, get off the train and allow this person to go on about his business. And that goes for men and women. It don't matter about from a she or he say. If you getting involved with a person and they're not willing to go where you're going, then you need to get out of that relationship. Because of the fact it's not going to benefit nobody.
Well, it also brings us to our next and last question.
Okay?
It's guys. This is for guys.
Uh-oh.
Guys, how do you know when you're ready to wife your woman? How do you know when you're ready to wife her?
everybody quiet.
So I have to say this here. No, because the fact I got emotional. I got emotional because that's a good question.
That's tough.
But this is what it is for me. Now this might not be for every guy, but for me, when I think of living my life with a woman for the rest of my life, and I know that I don't want to be in this world without her, then it's time to marry her.
Okay.
I know that she's the one because the fact that when I'm not around her, something ain't right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I want to know, is she thinking about me? Because I'm thinking about her. I want to know is she still connected with me?
Okay.
You know, I want to know is that vibration still there? And when you start feeling that, and when you're willing to stop being selfish and be selfless, I think it's time for you to marry. And so when that hit, when I started thinking about her more than myself, that's an indicator.
On the balcony, how do you know you're ready to wife a woman?
When you married, up here, I'm 30 and
Yes,
I
I don't want to go another minute without you.
That's it. That's
Okay.
it. I feel that.
All right.
That's it.
Live without you in my life,
And you know that.
and I know that.
Absolutely. I feel you, man. Where you at? Talk to me, man, because you got
Come
it.
on, say what you got to say. I live a different life than everybody else. I can't comment on this.
Okay. All right.
When you get ready to say this woman is the one for me, how do you know that you're going to be married?
You see,
And we'll let you
I've
talk
seen a
about
lot
that.
of good women though. Like,
Exactly. Besides a good woman, because
I don't
there's a
want
lot
a
of
good
good
one.
women out here. The woman
I preach that all the time.
When
She
you
got to be
like,
great.
I'm ready to marry this woman.
I don't want nothing good
What
at
will
all.
it take for you?
It takes,
You don't know yet?
That's what I'm saying. Because I'm on the go a lot. So
And that's okay that he doesn't know.
But when I find that great one, is it magic? Is that real?
It is, let me tell you something. It is real. Hey, it's real because the fact that the only body can consume your thoughts, it has to be magic, right?
Right.
Because guess what? As men, we know what we are, right? But when you've been invaded in your mind,
And I see, that's what I'm saying.
that's it.
That's what I'm saying.
And if it ain't hit, it ain't it.
So we do a lot of couples counseling, and one of the things we ask the couples is, how did you meet? At what point did you know that was the one?
Absolutely.
And it's always a defining moment
In the relationship.
in a relationship that they realize, I want to marry this person.
Right. Every time.
But it's also a relationship that lasted 5 years, and at that point you thought it was the one, and it don't pan out.
And that's okay. They the one for 5 years.
But listen,
Because
sometimes
people
the
don't stay together forever.
expiration date, right,
Relationships
helps
happen.
set you up for the next thing.
Yes.
So is there a time limit?
I don't say it
How do y'all
is.
feel about the time limit? Is there like
Is it a 3 years and something gotta happen?
I don't even look like that because what happens is when you
live with them first.
hey, somebody said you need to live with them first, right?
I don't want no shacking up though.
I know, and I can understand
That's where
that.
religion comes in.
But you got to be in a situation where you know that, you know what, mama ain't gotta live with her,
That's true.
right? Daddy ain't gotta live with her.
Facts.
I gotta live with her. And so I need to know what's right for me and her. That's how you gotta be thinking. Because if I live for my mama, guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna fail.
But that's what I said, because for the older generation, like, ain't no shacking up. But I said, there's no way that I can marry her without knowing what she's like.
Right, you know,
Now think about where
right.
that came from. And debating about relationships. You have a religious standpoint and you have a spiritual standpoint. The spiritual standpoint, how do I connect with you where I'm going to decide I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you?
Right.
honestly, this younger generation, they're looking for that ride or die.
Yes.
I love that. 'Cause me too.
Uh-huh.
Me too.
Because if you can ride with
There's
me,
You can
I'm
die with
willing
me.
to go to other places like,
Uh-huh.
we can kick it,
Right.
but you're not ride or die.
So now then it comes to the point, what situation is going to show you that ride or die, okay, she the one for me?
What defines that?
What the,
This is how
that
I
situation
look.
defines
Right.
you.
This is how I look
Hold on,
at it.
I like
This
what
is
she
A
just said.
situation, not just overall love. What one situation is going to determine, like, damn, yeah, she my ride or die.
If she can hold you down,
If she holds you down.
This
So
is a
that
great
could be a
discussion.
variety of things.
Ride or
It's
die.
generalized,
Yeah.
right?
That could be
Yes.
anything.
So what?
Hold you down
So
financially?
now that's where the time limit comes in. It don't matter about the time limit. What's the situation that you didn't think that she's my ride or die?
Okay, so this is where we
Let's
are,
bring
right?
it back here.
What we have to do is this here. What we have to understand is that you have to define what is ride and die. You have to, in my world, a ride and die is a little bit different than his world, right? Because the fact that one of the things is I've served 29 years in the penitentiary.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So my ride or die gonna look different than the average dude. Okay? So for me saying that, now my man gonna say, well, what? Because everybody has to define their own. And in a relationship, you got to figure out who you with and how she can get down or how he can get down in order to serve the purpose of our goal. Every relationship has to go in with a goal. If you don't have a goal in your relationship, you will fail.
A clear goal.
It has to be clear
It
and
has to be
established
clear.
from day one. Or guess what? Y'all just playing around.
Yeah, or you're just kicking it.
That's when you know you gotta ride or die.
And that's what, and so, but it's going to change. It's going to change based on circumstance, situation, and what's going on in your life.
Right.
So you have to define that right away. Now, once you define that and you become accustomed to this is where I'm at, then guess what? If that's betrayed at any time, y'all gonna walk away from that. Because she's not, if she says, I'm your ride or die, and you deviate from the script, guess what? She gotta go. She can't deal with that situation if she's said, this is where I'm at. What do you say?
Address the situation, could things be
Put it like this.
evaluated?
Right here.
You know,
Your ride or die.
Like,
In
why
an
can't
easy
you reevaluate
situation,
yourself?
who's not riding for you, they're gonna make it hard.
Yeah.
Your right person that's gonna ride or die for you in a hard situation, they're gonna make it easy.
But that's where you reevaluate what's going on.
So-
That's the person that's going to need to reevaluate the situation. If they're not listening.
No matter what.
It's different.
So let's reestablish the goal. Right?
Your life changed.
Right, because things, circumstances change. A baby, right? If she's pregnant, right?
Hold it down, hold it down.
Another level.
That's another level. And once she becomes pregnant, now it's a whole different level. We ain't like we was before that. When we was just dating, it was all fun and games are out. When there's a baby involved, the game has to change. What happens to most young men and women is they don't change when the game changes. When there's a baby involved, they don't step up and say, hold on, we can't play by these same rules because the game's changed. There's a child involved. We got to be more in depth in what we're trying to do. We got to be more deliberate in our approach towards each other. That's the next level. That's reevaluate. We'll reevaluate a whole bunch of things, but we don't reevaluate our relationships.
So
And that becomes
Anita
problematic.
said you have to know if it's a reason, a season, or a lifetime when considering marriage as well.
That's facts.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
That's
I
some facts.
but I go even deeper. Once a child is involved, all those things got to be involved. See, you can't when you out here just having children, that's what are you doing? You messing up the world. But when you understand it's a reason and season and lifetime with this child, now you putting in work. Now you doing the things that's going to be productive for generations on. But see, we'll get and think about the reason, season, lifetime, and marriage, and forget about, listen, I got to deal with this seed that I put here. Or, guess what? This ain't going to work out. And that's male or female. That's what a relationship is about. What do you say?
Well, let's go back to the question. How do you know when you're ready to wife a woman?
How do you know when you're ready to husband a man?
I believe it depends on the situation. If someone is there for you, if there was a defining moment that you knew that, yes, I want to be with this person for the rest of my life, it has to be that moment, and it's different for everyone. So you can't put it out there in general, this is what happens. Again, it's different. So when I know,
Okay.
I'll know. I'll have that light bulb that goes off, and it's like, okay, this is the person for me. And regardless of what everyone else says, I know. And it depends on that.
Okay.
So, good discussion.
I think what you said was right because of the fact that you can hear a whole bunch of noise outside of you,
Yes.
right? But you have to follow the still small voice within you. And sometimes it's hard to do that because you're listening to everybody else. Everybody got an opinion about what you should be doing. But everybody can't live the life that you got to live with that particular person.
Exactly.
And so you got to figure out, this is when you become a man or a woman. When you're able to trust the voice within yourself and allow your spirit to actuate and direct your flesh, you know that you're on the right page.
And your
If you ain't ready for that, you just playing games.
And your
out here.
spirit lets you know if you should go further or not.
Absolutely.
Sometimes we don't listen to it, and we get into things and wonder, how did I find myself here? And it's because you was listening to the wrong thing on the wrong people. People get into marriages, people get into relationships based on what other people say they should be doing.
Absolutely.
And then they get over 30 and realize, I want to live my life and do what I need to do, because you're not. You're listening to others before that.
Absolutely.
So I think you should listen to your inner voice and stop listening to other people, because only you know what you need in your life
Right. And what you want.
and what you want.
You know what I'm saying? And stop allowing that to influence you.
Right.
You know.
And that's why most couples have issues.
When I was a boy,
Right.
I listened to everybody else's opinion. When I became a man, I started paying attention to what was seeing said within myself. I started loving what was being told to me within.
Right.
And so my game changed, you know. And so I appreciate you being able to share that with us.
Oh, thanks for sharing too.
Thank you.
This has been a great show.
Absolutely. Once again, Shuntai Hill, you have done a fabulous job. I appreciate the energy that you brought.
Johnell, you brought some
energy. The enthusiasm, the upper deck, but the lower deck, y'all was just fired up as well. Y'all can't tell the other 60. If I didn't tell you, you would have thought they both was under 35.
Thank you for tuning in.
Y'all. We appreciate you.
We'll see you next Sunday. Peace.
God willing.
Bye.
Peace, y'all.
Okay, Miss 60.